Hello, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach, and today we're talking about where the heck does all the fat go that you lose during the weight loss process. So if you are excited to hear all about the ins and outs of where all of that excess fat goes, give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and your bell notification is turned on. I do upload videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Check out the description box down below for nutrition coaching. I am a certified weight loss and nutrition coach, so I offer personalized macros specifically to you, as well as one-on-one coaching if you would like to chat with me directly. Links and discounts to all of my favorite healthy things are also down in that description box. So let's go ahead and jump into all about where fat goes when you lose weight. We know what it takes to see the number on the scale go down. We know that we have to be in a calorie deficit, move our body, but what happens to all of that excess fat that is stored in our body? Today, we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into what actually happens in fat loss. Excess consumed energy, mainly in the form of fat and carbohydrates, is actually stored in our bodies, in our fat cells, in the form of what is called triglycerides. This is how our body preserves energy for future needs. Over time, if we don't use the energy that we've consumed, then our body will store that excess energy in the form of fat. This can affect your overall body shape as well as your overall health. To promote weight loss, we need to be in a calorie deficit. This is basically meaning that we're taking in less calories, less energy than we're burning. That way, that excess energy isn't stored in our body as fat. It varies from person to person how much of a calorie deficit you should be in, but a good rule of thumb is about 500 calories per day is considered a healthy deficit. Now, if you have more weight to lose, you can up that healthy deficit a little bit more to about 750 calories per day. By maintaining a calorie deficit consistently, that's the key word, being consistently in a calorie deficit, fat is released from our fat cells and it's transported to the energy producing machine that our body is. There is a technical term for this. I'll go ahead and put it here on the screen for you. Here's where the fat is broken down and used as a source of energy. This is what we want to happen. This is what is considered fat loss. We want all of the excess energy to be used up and depleted so that the fat cells are gone as well. So how do you make all this happen? Other than being in a calorie deficit, what are some other ways to make sure that you are experiencing fat loss? Now, there is a big difference between weight loss and fat loss. When we lose weight, meaning all we're seeing is the number go down on the scale, we're losing a combination of fat, water, and lean muscle. When we're focused on fat loss, we're losing fat. And that's really what we want to do. We're maintaining our lean muscle. We're shaping our body as we're losing weight. This also helps us to be a little bit more toned up throughout the weight loss process and will also help us maintain our weight loss much easier. Two main promoters of fat loss are diet and exercise. Number one is diet. Weight loss starts in the kitchen, fitness starts in the gym, and remember, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. When we exercise, when we move our body, this just amplifies that fat loss process. Exercise increases our blood flow to our muscles and our fat cells, meaning that our body releases that fat in those fat cells much more regularly and in higher quantities when we are moving our body as well. 150 to about 250 minutes of moderate activity per week is what is recommended. This is going to help with fat loss. This is going to help tone our bodies and is really good for our overall health, our cardio health, our heart health, and just how we feel and how healthy we are in general. For maximum benefit, we want to make sure whatever activity we're doing or exercise that we're doing is a combination of both strength training and cardio. Don't just focus on cardio. Make sure that you're incorporating strength training as well. So where does all this fat go? I mean, it just disappears out of our body, but where does it actually go? As the process of fat loss progresses, fat cells drastically shrink in size, resulting in changes in body composition. This is why I always say that two people can be the same height, the same age, and weigh exactly the same weight, but how their body composition is made up can contribute to how drastically different they look. Someone who stores a lot of fat is going to look larger and heavier than someone who has more lean muscle and developed muscle on their body. So we don't want to just focus on the number on the scale because there's so much more to fat loss. So what are some of the byproducts of fat loss? The two main byproducts are carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide is exhaled when we're breathing, and the excess water in our body is disposed either through urine, sweat, and even exhaled air. Disposal of these byproducts, both carbon dioxide and water, is elevated when we exercise. That is why it's important to move our bodies. When we sweat, we're releasing all of that built up water. So where do you lose fat first? Can you spot reduce fat? The general answer to that is no. Fat is going to come off of your body wherever fat wants to come off of your body. And generally we want to lose weight in places like our belly, our hips, and our buttocks. Can't spot reduce. We can't say we're going to lose weight in our belly first or our hips first. Again, weight is going to come off where weight is going to come off. But where you can really change your body composition, again, is by incorporating exercise. Genetic and lifestyle factors both play a part in where we carry fat on our body. As we know, there are different shapes of bodies. There's the pear-shaped and the apple shape. We all carry our fat differently. For me, example, my fat when I am overweight is distributed pretty evenly on my body. I don't suffer from bigger hips or bigger stomach. I'm just kind of fluffy overall. And remember, if you have a history of weight loss, a lot of this up and down, when we gain weight, it's going to be in different places. Maybe we had a lot of weight in our stomach, we lost that weight, and now our fat will distribute elsewhere in our body. So there's really no way to know exactly where the fat is going to occur and where it's going to come off first. So why is it so hard to keep weight off? Once we lose the weight in a calorie deficit with exercise, why is it so stinking hard to keep it off? When we eat more than our body can burn, all of the fat cells in our body are going to multiply. They're going to increase in number, which means there's more places for excess fat to be stored. When we lose fat, those same fat cells will shrink, but they still remain in our body. They're still there. They just release the stored fat and they shrink down, which means if we enter into an excess calorie diet, then those fat cells are still there and that fat can redeposit into those cells. If we don't make a valiant effort to maintain our weight loss, those fat cells will just continue to grow in size, and that's how we end up gaining our weight back. So it's really important not to just diet to lose weight, but whatever you're doing should be a lifestyle, and whatever you're doing to lose weight, you should be able to do to maintain your weight. That's how you're really going to see long-term success, and you're not going to fill up those little shrunken fat cells with more fat. So the next burning question is, how long is it going to take me to lose fat? What is the timeline? Of course, depending on your gender, your age, and how much weight you have to lose, the timeline for how much you're going to lose and how quickly or how long is greatly going to vary. Rapid weight loss has been associated with several negative side effects. We definitely don't want to focus on rapid weight loss because remember, weight loss is a combination of fat, water, and lean muscle. If we lose weight quickly, chances are we're losing a lot of water and a lot of lean muscle, which is what we're trying to avoid. Most dietitians, doctors, nutritional weight loss coaches like myself really preach about slow and steady weight loss. Half of a pound to about 2 pounds a week is what is considered healthy. And do the math. You add that up over several months, that's a significant amount of weight loss in a healthy way. If you have a lot of weight to lose, it's likely that you could lose about 5% to 10% of your excess body weight in about 6 months. That is significant. When I lost about 10% of my excess body weight, I noticed a huge difference in how my body felt. My knees didn't hurt anymore. My lower back didn't hurt. There was significant difference just with 5 to 10% of our excess body weight being off of our body. And don't forget that other factors play a part in how quickly you're going to lose weight. Our age, our gender, our sleep. Sleep plays a big part in whether or not we see success on the scale. And of course, what foods you're eating and how much in a calorie deficit are you. So there's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to fat loss. And our fat cells, they don't just go away. Fat just doesn't go away. It is actually burned in the form of energy. Those fat cells still remain, they just shrink down. So if you're not doing what you have to do to maintain that weight loss, it's very likely that you'll gain your weight back. Maybe all that you lost and maybe even in excess. And of course that fat can redistribute itself into different areas on your body. Remember, you can't spot reduce, but it's really important to incorporate diet and exercise to be successful. Make sure that you're consulting your doctor, your healthcare provider, reaching out to a weight loss and nutrition coach or dietitian for guidance, and make sure whatever you're doing is healthy and most importantly, safe. So if you enjoyed today's video and it answered the burning question of where does fat go when you lose weight, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and again, your bell notification is turned on so you never miss a Tuesday or Thursday video. Check out that description box down below for nutrition coaching, as well as links and discounts to my favorite healthy things. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.